Boys. What do you have to say about Mama's Boys?
Honestly, it depends on the situation. Sometimes being a mama's boy isn't so bad because at some point, being like, let's say you're with your partner and you and your partner are going through some things, and like, let's say the girl doesn't really have family there for them, but you're a mama's boy. Like at the end of the day, your mom could be a big blessing to you guys.
Right.
But at least as how I was taught, my parents have always told me at some point, I'm going to be your number one, but at some point you're going to have somebody, and you got to remember that I'm going to go from being your number one to the second person in your life. It doesn't matter like whether I'm wrong or right. You're always supposed to take your partner's side, because at the end of the day, that's the person that rides for you.
Yeah, no, I love that. That's beautiful. I interviewed my mama's boy. I am going to edit that today and definitely post, so you'll have to chime in and what you think about that.
I'll be definitely listening to that.
Yeah, no, that one is definitely a good one. Okay, what else? I'm trying to think. Is there anything else you wanted to address?
From what I remember, no, that was the topic. I had the things written down that I had told you about regarding the episode that I had listened to.
Yeah.
So I wrote notes down, but it was pretty much just what we talked about, and I wasn't really. I just for the two girls you interviewed, I don't want them to think that I was bothered, because I mean, at the end of the day, hey, you have your opinions. Yeah. I could care less what you think, but it was just like sometimes it's good hearing from other people what they think, because
I agree.
You gotta go things. Yeah, you got to go through certain things or realize. Sometimes you got to get humbled in certain ways for 100%. Us to realize, like, oh, we can't always think like that. But, I actually, you know what? There was an episode. I don't remember what episode it was. It was an episode where the girls, where I talked to you about it. It was regarding the girls thought that, what can a man do for me? And the girls were always like, oh, I want more.
Okay.
And it was just like, at the end of the day, I feel like I've came across a lot of females that are always like, what can I provide for them? But at the same time, it's like, what can a female provide for you? Why should a guy always be the provider? Because I feel like me, I've always been the provider. But it's like, at the end of the day, besides, those certain things, what other things can you provide for a man? Yeah. Well, can you bring honesty, loyalty? Are you going to ride for me when times get hard? Are you going to help me if I need financial stuff? Like, it doesn't always have to be the guy. Sometimes it's good having somebody there for you that hold it down in case you fall down. That person should be the one to be able to pick you up.
Right, definitely. It should be a team, not something just only me or only I sacrifice.
Yep, indeed.
I agree. Do you have any questions? No. Do you have any questions? Okay.
I'm an open book, so you guys could ask me anything.
Okay, so did you listen to the cohabitating episode?
Which one?
The cohabitating, like how soon is too soon to move in?
No, we talked about that actually.
Well, the people haven't heard.
I don't think there's a right time or wrong time to move in with somebody. Sometimes it just happens. Sometimes as a guy, you'll know the person's the right person.
That fast?
That it just depends. Sometimes you could be with somebody for 2 years, but that same person a different person can make you feel the same thing in 3 months.
That's crazy. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like, that gives me trust issues. I'm not gonna lie. I just feel like, how do you really know a person if you guys have never went half on a bill together? How do you really know a person if you guys have never struggled together? And then you're gonna just move in with this person who I don't even know their routine. I don't even know their mannerism. I don't know their cleanliness type shit, Like, I'm an overthinker, okay? And then you have to really calculate, what if they have kids? Like,
okay, here's my perspective on that. At the end of the day, I wouldn't say I'm for 100% a mama's boy, but me and my mom have always had conversations. But my mom has always taught me that you don't ever stop getting to know somebody. You could be with somebody for 10, 15, 20 years, and you will never stop getting to know somebody. So for me, it's just like, at the end of the day, you could be in love with me for like a year, but at some point that's called the honey stage, and then eventually you'll see that things that you love that person essentially will start bothering you, and things you'll be like, okay, I don't like about this about this certain person. But at the end of the day, it comes down to you, or am I willing to accept this person for how they are, for those certain things. And I mean, like I said, you could always change a person on the way that they think or how they are.
No, I
Like,
agree.
you could change anybody, like foods they like, whether they're a messy person. You could always change those things.
Yeah.
And regarding kids, the kid situation, I mean, everybody has their own, like, certain things that they like. Some people will date people with kids, some people won't. I went through where I dated people with kids, not my cup of tea. But, I mean, at least I got to say, hey, like, you know, I didn't judge somebody. I got to experience how it was like.
No, that's good. That's awesome. Question. Can you tell us how old you are?
I am currently 25.
Okay. You're a baby.
I guess you could say that.
Do you feel like you're mature for your age?
Honestly, yeah. I feel like this past 2 years has taught me a lot, just because regarding work-wise, I feel like I've had to mature in the sense that some days I work 14 hours, some days I work 20 hours. There's been days where I've worked 30 hours straight, and it's just like, it comes to a point where you realize, like, damn, this is the life that we have to live to make it in life. It's no longer about, like, going out, having fun. Because I've never been a club type of person. I've experienced it, but it wasn't for me. So I don't know how, like, people my certain age, they'll go out, have fun at the clubs, be there every weekend.
Right.
I'll always prioritize, like, working and making that extra money. Because it's always useful, yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree 100%. Okay, question.
That's great.
You said it didn't matter about really how soon, because everyone's different. How soon is too soon for an I love you?
Oh, I would want to say at least a month. Just because you get to know that person somewhat in a month. You guys, depends also how much.
You would say I love you in a month? Boy, you crazy as hell. I'm sorry. No. Wow. Yeah, what the fuck? Where's your friends to be like, sir, no, don't do that?
That's the thing. I don't really have friends. I spend all my time working. So, like, my friends, my very close friends that I do talk to, like...
Call us. Yeah. Period. Phone
like,
okay?
no, but that's...
Give you some fucking sense.
See, I've always been the type of person who's always affectionate, always been the provider. But at some point, I dealt with somebody. I was in, I guess you could say, relationship, situationship, where I was always the one being affectionate, and it was always backfiring on me. So I kind of learned to, like, step back, and some would be heartless, or, like, let them put the effort, or at least me not putting the effort all the time. It can't be 50-50, it has to be 100-100. Either you're going to give me your all, or you're not going to give me anything.
Period. But I also think that's why you shouldn't say it before a month. Just saying. You know? Just because, like, all that, I feel like people change, bro. They only show you what the fuck they want to show you, and then until shit hits bottom, then you're like, damn, you're really a piece of shit person type shit, you know? And then especially with situationships, and that's where I was going with my whole sneaky link episode. Like, okay, you're okay with the bare minimum, I guess, for right now, right? But then, what? You get in a relationship, you become the girl from the sneaky link, and then what? You expect more type shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, my head just goes...
But that's the thing, though. A sneaky link, if you really think about it nowadays, doesn't really turn into a relationship. A sneaky link, pretty much either it ends up like you end up with that person or you don't. A lot of times, sneaky links will end up going their own separate ways. It's kind of more of like, oh, I see you more as fun. That's why, like, I don't know, like, you grow and you learn from those type of things. Those are things that I don't know. I've never really seen a sneaky link of turning into a relationship. Just like I told you, how that person that I was my sneaky link started acting like I was their man, and I was just like, yo, I'm not your man. You need to chill down.
Okay, but let me ask you this. Now, were you doing manly things like you were in a relationship, though? Because you can't play house and then act like it's not a home.
Yeah, obviously, like, we'd go out to dinner. We'd like... We'd be out in public. People, like, knew, like, we, like, came together, but people, like, essentially cut on, oh, they're just sneaky links, you know? Like, people literally would know that we were just sneaky links, and that's it.
Okay, so you're okay with the public sneaky link.
I mean, I did it once, fuck it, why not? You live and you learn.
I am weak. Okay, thank you for the honesty. I'm just asking because I'm going to be completely honest, and, you know, God forbid, but I say this as a married woman. For me, you know, emotions all aside, a sneaky link is emphasis on the sneaky, like, know your place and stay there, you know? I feel like, realistically, you know, majority of the time it's all sexual. So know your place. Like, you know, I don't know. Like, I just feel like if you're going to take me outside and you're going to just basically let it be known that I'm a piece of ass, that's embarrassing. Like, for me, I would never want that. I don't even want that for my friends. And I'm that bitch to be like, absolutely not. Don't play house to this dude. Like, no. I don't know.
She is that friend.
I really am.
I'm not gonna lie though. Like, sincerely, if you knew who this person was and how they were back then, you would genuinely be like, oh, I can see where you're coming from. But like I said,
I
but like
that. There's no judgment. I'm just saying,
like
I don't know.
it was known that she was my sneaky link, but I would like obviously like never get her like flowers or anything. Like, it was genuinely like, you know, we'd go out to dinner.
You guys were just like buddies or friends with benefits,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, right here. Sorry. Okay, no, I respect that. I think I really appreciate the honesty. Oh, you know what? I did have another question for you. Do you delete nudes after you get in a relationship?
To be honest, I've never really held onto nudes like that. Like,
Okay.
I don't really. To me, it's like you kind of grow out of it. Like, why the fuck would I want like an ass pic of you in my phone when I could get the real thing in person? You know?
Okay. I don't know. I feel like that's important.
So you don't like nude pics?
I'm not saying that I don't like them. Like, genuinely, like, if I got them, I'm like, oh shit, like, I can't wait to have that, you know? But I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, I'm gonna save them and all that. 'Cause, I mean, I don't.
With her and you just chilling, you're like, damn, looking at her ass pic, like, damn, baby, get your ass over here. This ass. I want you now.
Like, obviously, like, I'll save them. Like, I'll save them onto my phone. But if I'm dating with that person, like, it's gonna be just that person. I'm not gonna have like other videos or other pictures with other girls in the past. Like, that's the past.
Yeah.
Let that stay there.
Okay.
You know.
Oh, that's good. Okay. Yeah. I had the guy from yesterday. He said it depends.
I did too.
He said depends how serious.
But that's how temptations end up coming along too. Like, you end up like you go back and you're like, oh, like, fuck, I wish I had that person still, or like, oh, I'm gonna hit up that person and see what's up with them. That's how little temptations or little things are coming along, or issues.
I hear that. I do see that. Now, question though. So, how does that pertain when it comes to porn then? Because let's just say this couple wants to watch porn, but she deleted all the videos of the guys she boned, and vice versa for the guy who deleted all the videos of the girls he boned. So now they're both watching someone who isn't their partner, also who they haven't boned, but their temptation, they're falling into it, right?
So you're saying, let me see if I understood that. So you're saying, guys, it's a couple watching other people, like, sexually.
Mm-hmm. Same shit.
To be honest, I can't really answer that because I've never really had somebody where I'm like, all right, let's watch that together. You know, so it's not. I can't really give you my experience on it or anything like that. And if it was like, it's, I don't know, if they had videos with somebody or did things in the past, like, it's not my situation. It was not my time, so it's not my problem type thing.
Okay. I dig it.
Okay, I have a random question since you brought up porn.
Ask away.
He said he's an open book.
Yeah. Go ahead and ask.
What about you're dating a girl, okay, and you just so happen to see in her phone she's looking at porn, and you're dating what are you, Hispanic?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, and she is looking at porn. No, I don't want to see him. And she's looking at, say, BBC porn. Does that bother you?
I wouldn't necessarily say it would bother me because like, I don't know. I'd have to be put in the situation just because it'd be like, if you're into that, why are you into me? Situation. But then again, it's like,
for a guy that's watching porn and he's watching a girl
with
big titties and big old butt and
hey, we all fantasize about something. We all fantasize about something. Just because we fantasize it doesn't mean we're gonna have it in real life.
Exactly.
Here,
what you just said right now.
I'll make this conversation more interesting. I remember there was a time that I was dating this girl from Stockton, or it was like a situationship.
Okay.
I found out she had an OnlyFans, and she had an OnlyFans.
I know, but were you on it with her?
No, I didn't even know. I ended up finding out she had an OnlyFans because I randomly one night, Shorty had to give me trust issues, and one night I was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go through her phone," and something told me to go through her email, and she had gotten an email from like OnlyFans saying, "Oh, this is how much money you have received this month," or something like that. So the temptation in me I went logged onto her because she had her password saved, and I logged in, and I saw that. I saw like the conversations that she would have with people. I saw like the things she would post. It wasn't anything crazy, you know, like her playing with herself, not with other people. But it was just like when I confronted her, she sat there and still lied to my face about like having it, even though I had proof, I had screenshots that it was her.
Yeah, the bitch was
But I mean, even if like she did that, I was still willing to accept her because at the end of the day, like, hey, baby girl, get your money, do what you gotta do. I'm not gonna sit here and like judge you for you like, you know, getting your bag. That's what you do. Like at the end of the day, as long as you're not being a hoe with other dudes or like meeting up with other guys, there's not an issue with me. I feel like as long as there's that mutual respect or those certain boundaries set, it shouldn't be an issue.
Okay. So if she asked you to go on live with her or go on and do a video, would you?
Shit, why not? I mean, like I'm not gonna lie, I've done like videos with people in the past, but like not like that, but like for our own selves. But if you want to go out and make money and you're with me and you're holding it down, sure, then why not? Why am I gonna sit here and like lie about it?
No, that's what's up. That's cool. That's very supportive. Very demure.